I've been working at Christian Vision for the last 7 years. Now, in 2016, we set up a page called Why God. This page was predominantly used so that we could see how many video views we could get that would introduce people to Jesus, and to test and look at the different content so we could be effective in reaching people with the message of Jesus. Now, a few months after this page was started, I actually got given the responsibility of looking after it and being able to respond to different people that were messaging us. In April, there was this comment that was on one of the Facebook posts, and this guy had asked a question. Now, I asked him a question back if he had made a commitment to follow Jesus, and he said, no, how do I do that? So I asked him to message me privately, and half an hour later, I had led him to Christ. That guy lives in Auckland, and I remember thinking at the time, how do I do this? But what I did was exactly what I would have done, meeting someone on the street and talking to them about Jesus. That was the very first Facebook salvation that I had ever experienced myself, and I was so excited. Now, a few months later, I saw an advert on a mattress company on Facebook, and underneath this advert, it had these words, "Page responded privately." I was so excited. I went into the office the following day and said, is this possible? And found out it was actually possible to message people privately from comments. And that's where we started a whole new way of reaching people. When people had commented on one of the posts, we would reach out to them and say something like, hey Morag, thanks for your comment. Do you have any questions about God and faith? We ended up with about 50% of those people engaging with us. Some people wanted just to say things like F off to us, but when we responded in kindness and love, they were always coming back to us saying things like, why are you being so nice? They couldn't understand it. I got asked at one point, Morag, if you could do anything on this page, what would you do? And I said I'd do 24/7 chat, and I would have a team of responders that would answer all the time. I'd roster people on 4 hours a day, and I'd just keep them going 24/7. Now, I got given a budget that allowed me to respond to those people for 16 hours a day, 7 days a week. That meant rostering one person on for a 4-hour shift, and then the next person would take over. And we did that for 20 weeks, and we saw 100 people come to know Jesus and 105 people connected to the local church. Now, then we went on to do some other things because the budgets for what we were doing got cut. But I continued on working on the Why God page for a number of years, learning all sorts of amazing insights and having a very small team to continue the work. Now, it was at the end of 2020, I got told that the page that we were doing would no longer be something that we would focus on for Christian Vision, because we had other projects that we wanted to focus on in reaching people in other areas. And then for the Australia-New Zealand component, that there was a very specific focus there. And I got asked if we would like to give the page away or shut it down. And I just knew that we were to give away what we were doing. So as we were seeking God about that, that's what He said. I went to ask people, would you like this page given to you? The people I talked to said, do you come with it? That's when God spoke to me and asked me, do you want your baby? And of course, I said yes. So the page has been transferred over to me. I am so excited that the vision I initially spoke out is something that I'm able to do. I want to see 24/7 chat where this page is made available to any person across Australia and New Zealand, where they can come and talk to us at any time, have someone there to listen to them and to help them on their journey of hope and purpose. Now, I've called the ministry Roaring Hope, and it was actually this picture behind me that inspired me for this. God has spoken to me many, many times in my own living room about this picture and about how God roars over us, and He will defend us and He will look after us. The lion's roar can also be heard up to 5 miles away. But do you know the safest place to be? is close to the lion's roar, because the male lion roars, and when the prey run away, the female lions come and devour the prey. And I know that God is defending the work that we're doing. He's been guiding and helping us. Over the past year, we've been developing the systems and strategies and also registering for the not-for-profit. We're registered so we can give tax donations to anybody that partners with us. And I want to ask you, will you partner with us in prayer, in resources? Maybe you want to join the team of responders, or your church would be able to be involved in taking people that have made decisions or wanting to learn more about knowing Jesus. You may want to partner financially and in many other ways as well. So I ask you, would you join with us, and would you come on this journey with us? I am trusting God for 625 volunteer responders to be available to talk to people through private message on social media. We are going to see amazing things as we continue to step out and trust God. It's definitely been one of those moments of taking step by step by step, and we're still very new and very fresh. So I ask, be patient with us, but please, I would love you to come on the journey with us. Please feel free to reach out. We'd love to chat with you and see how you can partner with us.